So I'm here at London Energy Forum, LEF. We had a really interesting panel just now. We talked about carbon in Europe. The focus was CBAM, so we talked about which sectors are included, what's the price outlook, where do we think that's going, how do companies comply, and we also talked about all the things we don't know, like which sectors are going to be added and when are they going to be added, and how is the European carbon price going to evolve, and what does that mean for CBAM? So really an interesting discussion with lots of questions from the audience. What was interesting as well is that we sort of then segued into talking about carbon markets and carbon pricing in Europe overall. So we talked about the European carbon price, the market that applies to industry and power. And we talked about how Europe's focus on competitiveness really is slowly but surely changing a little bit the dynamic in that market, what that could mean for pricing, and of course that then translate into CBAM. And we talked about Europe's other new carbon market, which is the ETS2, as we've called it, which applies to emissions from buildings and transport. And we talked about how that's been delayed, where are the risks there, and again, how the focus on affordability, on competitiveness is really pressuring the rules in that market and maybe leading to further changes. So overall, a really interesting discussion, and I think when we come back next year, there'll be even more to say.